Hello, my name is Christina Beneki and I am a professor in the Department of Tourism at Ionian University in Corfu, Greece. Welcome to our third lecture on the sustainable tourism planning process. We'll explore key issues faced by stakeholders and examine real-world examples to understand how these challenges are being addressed effectively. Balancing diverse stakeholder interests is a major challenge in sustainable tourism planning. Local communities often prioritize cultural preservation, while governments and businesses focus on economic growth, leading to conflicting objectives. Effective mediation and consensus-building strategies are essential to align divergent interests in tourism planning. Engaging stakeholders early, facilitating open dialogue, and developing a shared vision can enhance cooperation and provide unified direction. Financial constraints pose significant challenges to implementing sustainable tourism initiatives, especially in economically disadvantaged regions. Limited funding can hinder necessary infrastructure upgrades and community engagement programs. Exploring diverse funding sources, such as public-private partnerships and ecotourism fees, can help overcome financial constraints. Collaborative efforts can lead to shared investments, improving access to essential resources for sustainable tourism projects. Educational initiatives are crucial for raising awareness about sustainable tourism's benefits. Workshops and seminars can inform stakeholders about responsible behaviors, providing resources to empower them in adopting sustainable practices effectively. Varying levels of awareness among stakeholders can hinder sustainable tourism practices. Inadequate knowledge may lead to resistance or failure in implementing necessary changes, highlighting the need for comprehensive education programs. Climate change increases environmental pressures like extreme weather events, rising sea levels, and shifts in biodiversity, negatively impacting the appeal of destinations and disrupting ecosystems. To tackle these challenges, stakeholders need to develop climate change adaptation strategies. This includes investing in resilient infrastructure, implementing disaster preparedness plans, and promoting eco-friendly practices to mitigate climate impacts. By integrating adaptive capacity and sustainability measures into planning, communities can better withstand environmental changes and protect their tourism assets. Over-tourism negatively impacts popular destinations when visitor numbers exceed capacity, resulting in environmental degradation, resource depletion, and strained infrastructure. This overcrowding diminishes the visitor experience and adversely affects local residents' quality of life. To mitigate these effects, sustainable visitor management strategies are essential. Measures such as visitor quotas, timed entry systems, and promoting off-peak travel can help distribute visitor traffic more evenly. Additionally, developing alternative tourism routes and promoting lesser-known attractions can relieve pressure on popular sites while enhancing the overall visitor experience. The absence of cohesive policies and regulations supporting sustainable tourism leads to uncertainty and fragmented approaches from local governments, resulting in inconsistent outcomes. To address this, stakeholders should advocate for strong policy frameworks that prioritize sustainable practices in tourism. This involves engaging local governments to create guidelines, incentives, and regulations that align with sustainability objectives. Collaborative efforts can enhance the policy environment and promote sustainable development in tourism. Evaluating the success and impact of sustainable tourism initiatives presents challenges, as stakeholders often find it difficult to identify appropriate indicators and collect relevant data. The lack of standardized metrics can impede evaluations and informed decision-making. To address this, it is essential to establish comprehensive monitoring frameworks with defined indicators and data collection methods. Standardizing metrics for sustainability enables stakeholders to clearly assess impacts, make data-driven decisions, and adjust strategies accordingly. Collaborative approaches among stakeholders are crucial for fostering sustainable tourism. Integrated planning models that emphasize collaboration can result in more inclusive decision-making processes and better outcomes. Innovation in sustainable practices enhances tourism destinations' attractiveness. Leveraging technology for improved resource management, such as smart tourism initiatives, can optimize visitor flows and reduce environmental impacts. International cooperation is crucial in addressing the global nature of tourism, as sharing best practices, case studies, and success stories can inspire innovative solutions to shared challenges. Additionally, a commitment to continuous learning and adaptation is necessary to navigate the dynamic tourism landscape, which is influenced by shifting consumer preferences and global events. Emphasizing local empowerment is also vital. This includes providing training, funding community-led projects, and ensuring that local voices are prioritized in tourism planning discussions. Sustainable tourism planning presents multifaceted challenges that impact various stakeholders and the environments they engage with. Effective management of these challenges is essential for promoting responsible tourism practices that benefit local communities while preserving cultural heritage and protecting natural ecosystems. Analyzing notable case studies shows how strategic initiatives can lead to significant enhancements in sustainable tourism outcomes. For instance, Venice in Italy faces significant challenges with over-tourism as its historic canals and architecture are overwhelmed by millions of visitors annually. The city's response includes proposals to limit daily visitor numbers and introduce entry fees to manage crowds, alongside restrictions on large cruise ships entering the city center to reduce congestion and environmental impact. Phuket, Thailand, has faced significant environmental degradation from mass tourism, leading to pollution and habitat destruction. In response, local authorities are involving communities in sustainable tourism campaigns that focus on responsible waste management and conservation efforts. By prioritizing local participation in tourism planning, Phuket aims to protect natural resources and promote a more authentic cultural experience for visitors. Machu Picchu in Peru faces the challenges of over-tourism and maintaining environmental integrity, receiving over 1 million visitors annually. To address this, a regulated access system has been implemented, featuring advanced ticketing and designated hiking paths to minimize ecological impact on the Inca Trail. These measures emphasize the need to balance visitor access with conservation efforts, highlighting the importance of strategic planning for sustainability. Barcelona in Spain has introduced stricter regulations on short-term rentals, charges a tourist tax that helps fund local infrastructure and services and promotes exploration of lesser-known neighborhoods to manage over-tourism. The city is taking proactive steps to achieve a balance between the economic benefits of tourism and the social needs of communities. Lastly, the Galapagos Islands in Ecuador demonstrate the delicate balance between tourism and environmental conservation. To protect their unique biodiversity, strict visitor regulations and conservation funding mechanisms have been implemented. By limiting visitor numbers and reinvesting park entrance fees into local conservation efforts, the Galapagos exemplify a sustainable tourism approach that prioritizes the preservation of endemic species and fragile ecosystems. Sustainable tourism planning requires navigating numerous challenges. By balancing interests, securing funding, raising awareness, and creating supportive policies, stakeholders can enhance tourism sustainability and benefit communities and ecosystems. As the tourism sector evolves, new challenges will arise, necessitating adaptable approaches. By committing to innovation, collaboration, and local empowerment, the industry can mitigate negative impacts and contribute positively. Thank you for joining our lecture on the challenges of sustainable tourism planning. I hope you found the material informative and engaging. Your understanding of these challenges is vital as we move forward, and I encourage you to reflect on the concepts discussed.